This is Tailgate Talk, presented by Tarpon Blue.
Let's take a ride. In this series, we're going to show you everything Texas and its surrounding southern states has to offer, right here from our very own tailgate.
We'll take you from life on the farm and the ranch to the big city lights. This is Tailgate Talk. Come along for the ride. Hi, I'm Katie Abermite. Welcome to this week's episode of Tailgate Talk. We're here at the Guadalupe County Fair Association office with Gail Damerau and Jenny Siltmann. They're going to tell us a little bit about the Guadalupe County Fair and how it became what it is today. Good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon.
Good morning, afternoon. I never know what time of the day it is. Why don't y'all tell us a little bit about the history of the fair, how it got started? I know both of you ladies are very passionate about this organization and what it brings to the community, and we'd like to share that with our Tailgate Talk audience.
I can go back all the way to October 13th of 1859, and that was when they first came together to more or less call it a stock raising agriculture organization, and they had very few contests like the livestock and canned goods and etc. Then we move on to 1883, where there was another fair, all the way down to 1890 is when the fair finally decided to publish some rules to follow. Some of those rules still follow, but at this time, at that date in 1890, they only charged 15 cents for admission. For the kids, it was 5 cents, and parking for your vehicle was 10 cents.
Wow. So how many years does that make the fair?
Right now we are at 139 years.
That is amazing.
I think there was only 1 year that they didn't have it because of the Depression.
There were a number of years when they could not have it because of the Depression, and then unfortunately in 2020 we also could not have it
because of COVID.
Otherwise, it's been ongoing in one way or another for that 139 years.
That's really
amazing. It's one of the longest going fairs in the state of Texas.
I think that speaks to the history of Seguin also, though. I think we have a lot of very strong traditions that have held the test of time.
That have kept it going.
Yes, that's very true.
And the fair really has called itself a family event since the beginning. Even though we've had some interesting contests such as donkey races, we've had some crazy eating contests, we've had a pickle eating contest, a donut eating contest, and our hot dog contest still maintains.
You still have a hot dog
They
eating
had a
contest.
kids' cow chip.
Oh yes, one year, a couple of years, we had the kids tossing cow chips.
Oh, that would be fun.
The parents
I would
didn't
imagine.
always think so, but the kids thought it was something really.
I bet so.
Yeah.
Kids always love things like that. Would you speak a little bit towards how the fair has helped develop the area where the fair takes place? I know the city owns it, but the Fair Association has done a lot to contribute to that.
Actually, the first fairs were not held here on the fairgrounds.
Okay.
They were held in what is then known the Holloman Bottom, or what now is called the Glen Cove home residential area.
Okay.
Then there was a horse racing that we had, and it was moved here to the fairgrounds. There were 37 acres that the fair actually owned until there was an economic problem where the fair couldn't hold it anymore, and a Mr. R.A. Weinert stepped in, and he helped us with holding the fair until it was sold to the city of Seguin
Okay.
for $10,000, and that was in 1930.
Okay.
Since then, it's moved on to where the Fair Association, has built a whole bunch of buildings and etc. And the biggest jump in the change was in 1976 when the city of Seguin wanted to approach the Bicentennial Commission for funding, and it had to be turned over to the county to qualify. At that time, there was bonds, and the Fair Association contributed $250,000 so those funds could be met. And with those funds is when the Coliseum and our arena were built.
That's amazing. So y'all helped, there's a big history there. Y'all helped to build the things that are good for our community, that
Yes.
help our community all the
Using
time.
both facilities still today.
Right.
Yes, all of those facilities, and then some are still being used as part of now what's just called the Seguin Complex Center.
Okay. And so the Guadalupe County Fair Association is a nonprofit organization, correct?
Yes.
And what are some other things that y'all do? I mean, obviously that was a large contribution to the community. What are some other things that y'all do to contribute to the community besides holding an awesome fair?
We do award scholarships to youth in the area in the May time. And also, out of those scholarship applicants, we pick one winner to go onto the Texas Association of Fairs, which is an organization that supports all the fairs in Texas. And so that one goes on to compete with the applicants from all over Texas. And we are proud to say that we have numerous applicants that have won that state title also. So we like it, supporting those kids and doing that for them. And one of the avenues that the kids also have is during our fair we have several different livestock shows with the cattle and the goats and the sheep that they can bring their projects and show those projects in our October show, and then go on in their January, February, March to those other state level and county shows and show.
Well, that's amazing. So you support the youth of the community as well as just the community in general.
Actually, the youth way back when was what held this fair together. The 4-H clubs held this fair together when there were times when the Fair Association more or less just let them take over for a while. And that was way back to 1949, between 1930 and 1949, where they really stepped up.
Well, that's amazing.
And we've kind of come full circle to that, I'll say, because some of our actual committees now are run by some of the FFA and 4-H organizations.
Well, I think that's great for them and for you. They get that leadership skill building,
Yes.
and then y'all get the help as well.
Yes.
How can just anybody in the community become involved with the Guadalupe County Fair?
We have many different options for that. And if we don't have it listed or have it where it's an option, we'll make you an option. They can become members of our association. We have a fair board that meets once a month, the second Tuesday of the month here at 7 p.m. And then we have a membership. You can pay a membership dues in January and become a member of the Fair Association. And we just get you to put in your hours and time to help volunteer and make things happen and do updates and work hard and fulfill different community needs that we're doing and stuff like that. And then within the fair, when we get down to the nitty gritty in October, there's just a ton of different volunteer opportunities you have that if you don't want to feel like you want to be on the board or you want to be a member, you can just volunteer during that time.
Okay.
And we take lots of different other nonprofit organizations, civic organizations are helping us too to volunteer.
Okay, that's great. I know I've helped with Relay for Life before, so I think
Yes.
that's great that you involve all the other civic organizations.
Our website is gcfair.org, and you can anybody interested can get on there and find all that membership info.
All right, perfect. What if you are a local business owner and you want to help sponsor something at the fair? Is that also an opportunity?
Yes, we have lots of sponsorship opportunities. There's different divisions at the fair. There's different signage during the fair. There's different booths and types of places that you could pay your fee for your vendor booth space and be part of that. We have opportunities during the year. We have a float that travels all over Texas, and we promote Guadalupe County, Seguin, and our fair. And we could make some opportunities there for someone with a sponsorship. So it's an open slate. And like I said before, if you can't find it, we'll create it.
Okay, perfect. So let's just tell everybody when the fair takes place And we'll talk about your website one more time, and you'll have a Facebook page as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Instagram, Facebook, and then our website.
Okay.
And the fair happens the second, we call it the official is the second weekend in October. So we also do a few things and take over the grounds from the city that weekend before. So we have a couple of big events that happen that weekend before, Saturday, Sunday. And then before that, we even have a few things that happen. Some of our contests start earlier than that. So, but our catalog will be coming out and the website is fully functioning. And you can see that again at the gcfair.org. And it's all out there, ready to go.
Okay, so be looking for the fair catalog, and definitely mark your calendars for the second weekend in October to come to the fair and the carnival and the rodeo, but there will be activities the weekend before as well.
Yes.
All right, well, it sounds great. Thank you so much for sharing the history of the fair with us. And
we appreciate Tarpon Blue letting us get out there and get people involved and helping us out with this.
all right, well, thank you very much for joining us today, and we'll see you next time on Tailgate Talk.
Thanks for tuning in today, and thank you to our guests for sharing their story.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time on Tailgate Talk.
We'll tell you things you might